Evening to all out in YouTube land. So I decided after the white people thing to do them all, to do all of the questions for white people that BuzzFeed had. So this is 24 questions black people have for white people. And I am eating a Krispy Kreme donut, so I may be munching sometimes, but do bear with me.
Why do you always make such horrible decisions in horror movies? It's not cool to split up.
Why do you freak out?
I don't know, maybe because the script calls for us to act stupid. I mean, we just generally think that people in horror films act stupid. Not because of some mystical white supremacy kind of thing, or because white people be stupid or anything like that. It's because if it was wrote with a little bit of common sense, then there wouldn't be much of a film. If that makes any sense to anybody, I don't know. Oh, by the way, my computer's been having a hissy fits, so I don't know.
Out when black people are cast to play white fictional characters.
What's the big deal if Idris Elba plays James Bond? I would go see it twice.
Why do black people freak out when the opposite happens? If a character is written for a certain race, they should be a certain race. Like Laurence Olivier in blackface for Othello. That was jarring. However, there's a version of Othello where Sir Patrick Stewart plays Othello. However, the races are reversed. So rather than it being a black man and amongst white people, they've got a white man and amongst black people, and I think that's a really interesting concept to explore. But yeah, if a character is written as a particular race and you don't have any good reason to change said race, don't freaking do it. Goes for white, black, Hispanic, Jewish, Mexican, friggin' Mediterranean, whatever, I don't care. Moving on.
A big butt and big lips considered attractive on a white woman, but they're unattractive on a black woman.
Do y'all really think Miley?
Why don't you go ask a white person who is attracted to women? Oh, I actually see what you're doing now. Yeah, you're generalising. Okay, whatever.
Is the one who created twerking? Really?
Why am I supposed to?
Oh, no. Sorry, that was my bite. I think she's saying something else here.
Teach you how to twerk. I don't know how to twerk.
Why is it that white people...
I saw black people twerking long before that awful performance. So no, I don't think that Miley Cyrus invented twerking. If anything, she made it disgusting. Do you know what I mean? Like twerking, as it's now known, is actually a beautiful thing to witness if it's done right. But she wasn't so much twerking as gyrating on someone, and gyrating is not twerking. I will say that 100 times over. It's not twerking. Gyrating is not twerking.
People always act as though they have discovered a new trend when people of color have been doing it for virtually years.
Why is it when a black...
I can answer this. Context. discovery in the right context could be anyone discovering anything. It could be someone discovering something new. Like, for example, whenever someone discovers a new element and ends up in the periodic table, that's a discovery. Whenever someone discovers something that has already existed for a long time. But certain people groups are just now getting to know what it is. That's a discovery too. Okay? I think you've got a very narrow view of the word discovery if you believe what this guy's just said. Moving on.
A woman wears her hair natural, it's seen as inappropriate. But when a white woman does, it's praised.
This is the hair that I was born with, so you wearing it as a trend is not cute.
Like, can you appropriate?
My hair used to be a lot thicker than this, and a lot curlier. It wasn't curly to the extent of that, but I know people who have naturally that kind of curly hair who aren't black. So it's not that they're wearing it for a trend, it's that they have that hair naturally and you're telling them not to have that hair. It's no way. Are you accusing them of jumping on a bandwagon? No way.
Appropriate my student loans? Can you take that off my hands? Why is it that white crime is seen as an...
No, we're not. Stop. Tell the other guy to just add it to the pile that I'm accumulating myself. Fact, second thoughts, tell me get bent.
An isolated incident, but black crime is a representation of my entire community. When we see a story on TV...
No, I have an answer for this guy. I'm sorry, I'm going to answer the previous guy's thing. It's because black people, while being such a small part of the community, commit disproportionately the amount of crimes. So a lot of people believe that more black people are committing crimes than not committing crimes. Do you understand? Okay, moving on.
About a white serial killer, I don't automatically assume that all white people must be serial killers too.
Good for that guy. Doesn't do anything, but good for that one. Good for that guy.
Why does talking about race make you feel so uncomfortable? Is it because you think that you'll be perceived as racist if you talk about race? We don't really believe that racism is...
Wait a minute, stop. See, for that previous guy, I've pretty much been told to stop talking about cultures that aren't my own on Tumblr. Not the only one. And I've been told to stop talking about other races on Tumblr. I've been told that I've been racist just because I dislike Elementary, which has absolutely nothing to do with Lucy Liu. It did not. It wasn't my cup of tea. I had a go. I actually quite like Lucy Liu as an actress and in Elementary. I just don't like the concept as a whole. I'm sorry, but only that and Basil the Great Mouse Detective. Sorry.
Over because we have a black president, do you? Why is it so easy?
Only America has a black president. Well, in the Western world, only America has a black president. And, no.
Easy for you to notice when there are no white people around, but you hardly ever notice when there are no black people around.
Why is your...
Perception is a tricky customer, my friend. I could notice several things about someone, but then the one thing they want me to notice about them, I don't notice. It's the same for every human being on this planet. Our perception is different from each other. Right, moving on.
Goal to be colorblind.
And there's so many...
Our goal is to be colorblind because Martin Luther King Jr. said that he wanted his children, who were black, to be judged by the content of their character and not by the colour of their skin. Joey, you should look up Martin Luther King Jr. sometime. You know, he was a top bloke. Move on.
Many different types of people in the world, yet you can't see color?
Why do you want to say the N-word so badly?
I don't.
I don't use it. What makes you think you can?
Why do you always...
I don't want to use it. But the truth is, by using it in mainstream rap culture, in a mainstream hip-hop culture, you're making it attractive and normal. The point is not that we have such a desire to say it, but the fact of the matter is that black people are normalizing it. Normalizing it to the point where white people want to say it. To the point where white people think it's okay to say it. Do you understand? Stop normalizing it and we will stop wanting to say it. Not me, because I personally don't. But other people do. And that ain't okay. But you should stop normalising it if you want that shit to stop. And I just swore. Sorry.
want to touch our hair?
Who told you it was okay to touch people without their permission?
Why do you feel...
This guy I love. And I'll tell you why in the next answer, because he is amazing. Right. The reason that we want to touch people from other races' hair, especially if it's curly, is because the texture is different, and difference always awakens curiosity in people. And sometimes our curiosity can be childlike. Like, ooh, let me touch. So, if you want us to ask, just say ask. Ask before touching. Or even better, as soon as you walk in the room, no touchy.
feel like having one black friend makes you a cultural expert or not a racist? Is your only black friend comfortable with being the reason why you can't be racist? By that logic,
Hold on.
then I'm not racist. I have a ton of white friends. Why do you feel...
I'm sure that guy isn't racist. Okay? But I'm finding the tone of this whole video very patronising. And I said the first guy in that question I absolutely adored. And the reason for that is just he doesn't give a monkey's. I salute him for being bored with this race baiting video before it's even made. Seriously. I'm going to post them all up. But have a look at all of them. They all seem to be demonise the white man. Demonise the white man. Demonise the white man. Seriously, watch them. And that guy was done with the video before it was even made. And that's why I love him.
feel comfortable cursing at your parents?
Why do you piss your dogs off?
Well, I don't. I don't feel comfortable shouting at my parents. I don't feel comfortable talking back to my parents. I mean, I will if I think I'm in the right, but I don't feel comfortable doing it. But at the same time, there were these laws that came into force in the 90s that said that spanking a child is illegal. So it could have something to do with that, do you know what I mean? Like, possibly. You know, black parents ignore it and slap the crap out of their kids, you know, but white people obey the laws.
How come you can't pronounce black names like Kuvanjane?
I'll just stop you there, mate. Sorry. I gotta go a wee bit back, because I talked over this girl. Does that count as me white explaining? Probably does. Anyway, here we go.
Your dog's on the mouth.
How come you can't...
In case you didn't hear the second time. She said, "Why do you kiss your dogs on the mouth?" A. What sort of white people do you know?
Pronounce black names like Kouvanjane, but can say names like Schwarzenegger, Galifianakis, and LaBeouf just fine.
That is twofold, my friend. It is articulation and familiarity. If we can articulate the name, we'll say it. If we're familiar with the name, we'll say it. Okay? I mean, I only recently learned how to say David Oye. Oye. No, it's gone. It's gone. But I only recently learned how to say his name because he pronounced it for me. It was like he was amongst Nigerians and he pronounced his name correctly. But he's been going around telling us white people that it's David Oyelowo. 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 Right, that's it. David Oyelowo. That's his name. David Oyelowo. But he's been going around since he started his career telling us that his name was Oyelowo. So that's the way we've pronounced it. Don't expect us to just automatically know how to pronounce a name that we've never seen before. Fucking bye!
Why do you feel like all lions' lives matter, but black lives don't?
Why is
What?
the lion's life in Africa more important than the lives of black people here in America?
That comes under the Wathead, right? Yeah, that comes under the Wathead.
What did Simba ever do for you? I get it. Lion King was an awesome movie. But so was Selma, and so was Malcolm X.
Why is it so hard for you to acknowledge your privilege?
How does it feel to
Because it's really hard when you don't have any.
not be the spokesperson for your entire race at any given time?
Well, I could be. I could be the spokesperson for Scottish people if I were in a room full of American people. If we were talking about Scottish history, but you know, BuzzFeed ain't interested in that. Just demonise him. That'll do.
Nice.
Is that the end of the film? That's the end of the video. Okay, right. That was not 24 questions. That was 22 questions plus some little commentaries. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to say 2 questions off. It's like you're not even trying, BuzzFeed. You know what? Ugh. I'll see you later, YouTube.